The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Oops. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure why Quant Tower is showing in that view. That's interesting. Oh, I know why Quant Tower is showing in that view. Oops. Well, hold on a minute. Technical difficulties. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Let me figure out this Quant Tower issue or why that's showing like that. We will get that taken care of in just a minute. There we go. That's what we actually want. There we go. Make that smaller. Boom, 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 boom. Things we forget over the weekend. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Long Easter weekend. Apparently, I have forgotten how to stream over the long weekend. There we go. That'll work for now. Okay. NQ's sending us a signal starting to come down. How's everyone this morning? How are we doing? Well, it says I have 6 people. Oh, that's YouTube. Okay, they switched it around. I wish they would do that to me. Okay. Now let's see. So the markets were kind of topsy-turvy. Not a lot of volume yet this morning from what I've been seeing. If you look at overnight, this is the ES. ES came down from the open and has been a very, very slow grind up since about 45 points in volume, which is actually pretty significant. 45 points in volume, yeah. 45 points in range, sorry. Like I said, I forgot how to stream in the last 4 days. NQ. Good morning, Chris. How are you? NQ did the same thing as the ES, and it has about... really? Day was 903. Yeah, about 170 points of range. And a really nice move there at the open, and then started coming down after. I mean, it's kept coming down and kind of consolidated after. Copper, about 100 ticks of range. Gold came up, but has been kind of stagnant since. Looking at about 24 points of range there. UltraBond, been very, very kind of stagnant. About a point of range there. Crude oil, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, I need to change one of those colors. Good job. Well, a little less than 3 points of range. And last but not least, natural gas with about a little under 200 ticks of range. So that's where we sit. And we're ready to trade the markets after the long weekend. Didn't take any trades last night. Looked at it, considered it, didn't take it. So how was everybody's weekend? Let's see if we finish working on that. Let's scrunch that down a little bit more. Oops, scrunch that down too much. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Move back down. There we go. That looks better. Okay. So let's take a look at the recent NASDAQ NQ. It was short, kind of short signal there. It's going only about 3 points since it did. You see this made a nice, beautiful uptrend. Starting here. It looks very easy to trade overnight, although this would have been in the bands. That would have given me a little bit of pause, but actually, I mean, these were not big moves at all. Usually overnight you'll see more of a 30-point move there, but this is 15 there. And another, I wouldn't have taken that because it broke the band, but another move up. Just seems like still not a lot of volume. Morning, Matt. That one would have worked, obviously. This one, yeah, I would have gave 15 as well, just barely. This, obviously that would have worked. I wouldn't have taken that. That would have worked, as you can see, would have just led into that move. And now I'm sneezing. Oh, give me a second. I forgot to post on Discord that I'm streaming. Okay. So, I'm not sure what the market's going to do today. The market seems kind of downish, like, as in, not a lot of volume. Well, I guess, I mean, this is already, see if that gives 15, kind of gauge where we're at right now. So, looking for some action now. Gold is coming up nicely, although kind of a choppy way. Very choppy, actually. Oh, you know what? I need to see something. I think some of my alerts expired. Old 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Yep. I hate that. I hate when alerts expire. go. Gold's alerts are back. Let's see. That means all my 1 minute alert. No, there's no, yeah, crude. That sucks. Yep. So that NQ actually did go to 15 points. Looks like we're heading down now. So this would have been a good short. This would have been a good short. I was still kind of getting my bearings there though, so I'll blame that. I'll blame that on missing that on the fact that I was setting up the stream and I forgot how to stream over the last 4 days. So set up these alerts real quick. Not much happening besides that one I already missed. Boop. Boop. And boom, boom. And I can give you a lesson here on how to set up alerts in TradingView. I'm sure that's something you all wanted to know. And there we go with that. And one more. Oops. Wrong button. Matt, yes it did. It's all ready to go, and I have it is working in my current on the current Ninja yeah, Ninja license that I was using. Yep, about midnight last night, right before midnight my time. So, okay, there we go. There's some signals finally, and our alerts that were popping back up, but big move back up there. Well, not really. Let's try and queue there. Big move back up 7 points up to the SMA line. We're not going to take that because we expect it to bounce off the SMA line. And let's check the volume here. I have my volume up at the top now. Yeah, volume on these candles is like less than 100 for the most part. Saw some spikes there, but now granted, I don't really know what it normally is. I could look, but it just seems like low volume today. I try not to be. Oh, crude oil. Yeah, crude oil is heading up. A little spotty, but let's see here. I actually charted out crude over the last week, over the weekend, and it gave me very good results, so it's something I should be looking at more. This long signal here, and I need to change the color of that, but that would have given a 30 tick winner. This one, oh, how rude. Copper. This one actually would have gave a 30 tick winner, but it would have ran into that one, so it's only considered one winner. This one would have, yeah, it's actually moving pretty well this morning. This one came down, would have gave 30 ticks. How are you this morning, Rahul? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and if I'm not, I do apologize. You can correct me. I don't think I remember seeing your name before. If you haven't, if this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. This is some beautiful moves Crude's made overnight. Up, 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 up. Yeah, there we go. I I charted out Crude over the entire last week using 30 tick profit, 20 tick stop, and it gave me very good numbers. I should have added them up. I did kind of add them up. But let's see. If I charted it out for all 22 hours a day for all 4 days. And oops. Let me just quickly do some math here because I have it here on the notepad. Would have been 99 wins and 38 losses using that one. So that's like a 3-to-1 almost. Now I would have ended up taking some that I shouldn't have. So you got to think it's more than like a 2-to-1, but even so. NQ. So I think it's a reshort. Reshort? Is that a word? Anyway. Yeah, it's NQ. Why do I have an NQ chart instead of an MNQ chart? You know, it's small enough right now. Maybe I could. Signal went away. There it's back. Small candles here, so we're going to try something. Maybe stupid of me. See, my Quant Tower MNQ chart on whatchamacallit, TCP. If this short signals continues, we're going to try and go in short with a 5-point stop. played around with this, although not in the mornings. We are 5 minutes from the top, 10 minutes from the top of the hour, so that's a bigger candle, 3.5 points. 836 was that low over there. I think, yeah, 836.75. So we'll watch this for the next few seconds. Pop up. So back to the drawing board. Q. Oh, there it went again. So a little pop up there on NQ just to fake me out. Tell me I'm a fool for trying this. Let's see. 20 seconds on this candle. Ten seconds. See if it holds. See if it holds. We're in. So we're in on NQ with a 5-point stop, hoping it's continuing to come down. The fact that it popped back up by 2 points does not give me confidence, but it's worth a shot here. It is kind of hanging right here with this low of 836. Seems to be consolidating here very tight. Bands are about 15 points apart. See if we get to move down. Yep, heard that, Matt. Actually, both my setups, I heard heard the little short or order whatever it says. Give me time, people. It's been 4 days since I streamed. I'm out of practice. Oh, that was nice. Little burst down. Crude also sending a signal here, but right now we're just kind of concentrated on NQ. I don't think I want to hold, even though, I mean, there's no news. I didn't check. I don't think there's any news today. We're up about $45 on this trade. Let's see if it continues down. Nice. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Let's see if we can, pull back a little bit. It got down to 835. Pulling back though. Yeah, pull back almost all the way back up. Man, I'm running one regular candle, one Hikanashi on the 1 minute chart. That's what I'm looking for. Come on, continue pushing down. Hit 34. I mean, this is like a slow grind, but there we go. It's a better view, I think. I'll look here in a minute, Matt. I thought I heard something twice, so coming back up. There we go, back down. Would love a big winner here. Would love a big winner. Start the week. Move my stop, which is already only a 5 point to the top of the candle here. What's the SMA line's 836? Really? No, it's 841. So I just moved my stop right to the SMA line, which might not be wide enough actually. If it could come back. Yeah, it's coming back at me now again. I should have took the profit when I had the chance. Darn it. Comes back down, I'll probably take the profit. I was hoping for a big move down. I will move my stop back up a little bit, just above the SMA line, which is at 13,841. There we go. Just like in the play with me now. Now, do I hold during the top of the hour? That's the question. Or do I take the $25? I'm not going to take the $25. There we go. That's a move down. We're up $60. There we go. Yep. Every time I say, well, there we go, little green comes in. See if we get some additional volatility here at top of the hour in 25 seconds. It's coming back up to my entry. So I'm only running a 3-point stop at this point. I should have taken the profit. Remembering that I don't need a whole lot. There's the top of the hour, going a little while, gonna stop me out. Nope, not yet. There, yeah, that's what I like to see. Nope, it's a little while. Gold popping up big time there. It was a little jumpy there, and now it's just kind of sitting. Looking like a reversal candle. It's See new candle forms and now. SMA line is definitely straightening out here. Could go either way. It just wants to sit here and torture me. My entry is at 13,839 even. Took me out. Okay, so that didn't work as well as I had hoped. Should have took the $60 in profit. Thought for sure it might continue to flush down. Took a $70 loss instead. So, great way to start the week. Long signal firing there. Looks like this is going to be a frustrating day to trade. Not getting much movement at all. I mean, this would have given us 15 points, but not much more, honestly. Off of that signal up there. Yeah, Matt, both of mine took an entry. But I believe I have mine on a more sensitive setting for the moving average slope. Oop, there's Crude going. And here, look at this. This came up to knock me out. Now, I'm gonna watch me get angry here. Watch me get angry with myself here. Oh no, okay, it would have still taken me out. I was gonna say, I thought maybe since I moved my stop there, it wouldn't take me out otherwise, but yeah, it would have. So the 5 point didn't work there. Now, why did I try it there? Because we're slow. And if we look back here in time, this last night, and a 5 point stop would have worked here. This was choppy, and I would not have entered any of that. That was ugly looking there, but 5 point stop would have worked there. Wouldn't have taken that. It would have stopped me out on, and we had some major choppiness that I would have stayed out of. I didn't take any trades, but if I had, once we started seeing how the band start widening, so this would have been a good with a 5 point stop. This one would have lasted forever and finally stopped me out with a 5 point stop. With a less, now, as slow as it was, maybe, with a 10 point, obviously with a 10 point instead of a 15 point target, that would have worked. And then this would have stopped me out there, but then this one would have worked. So overall, it would have been a profitable night using that 5 point stop. Usually, I'm not going to normally use it in the morning because it's just too small normally. But this morning, it seems like it wasn't a bad thing to try. Chris, Apex, Just don't hit the drawdown. It's an intraday drawdown. And reach the profit target and close all trades by 4:59 p.m. Depends which one you take. The 50K, which is the one I have, is 3,000. Big squeeze here on NQ. You see that the bands are only about 9 points apart. So now here's the other, we're going to mark this one off and see what would happen if I had taken the normal size that I would normally take this time of a 15-point stop and a 30-point target. See, it just bursts down after the squeeze and gives me what I would have been looking for. You're very welcome, Chris. I certainly don't mind helping out. Always want to answer whatever I can. Oh, there's another short. Pushing down. This is a bigger candle than we've seen. Has broken resistance. Looking for an NQ chart. I have too many. This candle gives me pause. This is a big candle. See, if I would have been running a 10-point stop, that would have been a great, absolutely wonderful trade there. Instead, I got stopped out. So there, I went too conservative with the 5-point. 10-point would have been perfect, and I would have hit. It's at 14 now. Now, I'm expecting a bounce here, honestly. All of a sudden, everything's moving. We're seeing lots of signals. So we pop back up. Kind of watching it here. See if it wants to come down. Oh, I guess it did want to come down after that. Right at the start of that candle. Those are small candles. They look bigger than they are. Struggling to get back below the low of that candle there, though. I'm going to stay out of this for now. Market's moving in weird ways. Copper moved nicely, though. Gold's coming back down. Copper popped up. I don't know. I think NQ wants to come down still, but not kind of willing to bet on it at this point. So, it's gonna be a cautious day, I think, because the market seems moving slow even when it makes bigger moves. It's going the way I expected. Market still hates me. It still hates me. It hates me. It's pretty quiet today. Still getting over the weekend. Y'all overload on Easter candy and are in a stupor. Copper continuing to come down. That's a nice move. Gold. Gold's heading up, but that is just not a pretty looking chart. And obviously, off that buy signal would have worked. I think it would have given me a panic attack along the way. And there's never really much heat, actually. This looks weird today. Let's see about the second buy signal. I don't think I would have taken that, but it would have worked. So, of course, I wouldn't have taken it. Let's see how Crude's doing. Crude's also looking a little eh. By the way, I did kind of change an indicator. I'm not sure if anyone really noticed or can notice. But if we look here on NQ, my SMA line used to just be one solid color. And now, if you look, I'll move this out of the way so you can see it better. When it's heading upwards, it's white, and when it changes and heads downward, it's blue. So now we can tell the exact slope of the SMA line. Sometimes it can be iffy to tell, and Matt, we just reached target on one of them, on one of those strategies. Which would have reached target, right? So, guys, this was me. If I hadn't been so conservative, if I used this a 10-point stop instead of a 5, off of this trade here, we could have got 30 points. Look at that. That would have been a $600 trade. Now, guys, you're going to hear me and Matt talking about strategies we're testing out on NinjaTrader, some automated stuff. So just ignore us. If it works, you might hear more about it. But we're testing some stuff this week, and it's just easier to talk about it while I'm live than to type while I'm live. Anyway, both of mine hit target. The Heiken-Ashi hit about a minute, 30 seconds after the other one. So the strategy was smarter than I was for taking that trade. Now we wait for our next opportunity, since I didn't take that one. Copper popping back up, so AQ is also popping back up. Gold popping down. Wait, can you pop down? So how's everyone else doing so far today? Crude. So nice little bounce here. Crude continuing to head up. Let's look at that. First long signal here, that looked good. Ooh, moved here on me. That would have been good. It has not gone 30 yet. I don't think. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. Now it hit. So you can see here, I don't know if I would have been faked out by this short signal. There's a good chance I would have, but other than that, these last three signals would have been good. So 3 out of 4, the last signals. So we could have got 30, 30, 30. That's $900. Let's say we got faked out here for a $200 loss. So $700 between in the last hour or so on crude oil. NQ popped back up a little bit. Now it looks like it wants to head back down. And here comes gold back up. Oh, I didn't realize. Holy crap, gold's near 2,000. Did I know that? Huh. So gold's about trying to hit 2,000 again. It is literally less than 2 points away. Silver's also up, up, up and away. Mutant time. Usually I try and mute my coughs. That's mute my coughs and not mutant coughs. Mutant coughs are the worst. Yes. UltraBond, what's ES saying? Long signal. So ES did not come down as smoothly as NQ did. You see boop, 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 boom. Here's the Russell. Russell looking all ugly. Crude on a 30-minute chart is, let's see what it's doing here. I did not get the chart out the higher time frames this weekend like I had hoped to. Setting a long signal in the 30-minute. Has broken the SMA line there. See, it's been really flat when you look at a higher time frame. So not really confident that there. If you can see here, it sends a short signal back here a little after midnight my time. 106.42 have been the entry, and it did drop all the way down to 105.43. So with 100 ticks. Good morning, Frankie. Yes, they are. Yes. Trying to send a long signal. Russell sent a nice little long signal there. But you can see it's been choppy. Yep, regular market hours today, Frankie. And Cure is sending a long signal, but downsloping SMA line closing bands. We're not taking that. We're not falling for that. Gold again. Up there's the big burst on gold. It pulled back a little bit. Copper's continuing to bleed down. If you look at this copper, I didn't get the chart out copper this weekend. Fortunately, even on a almost 4-day weekend, you still run out of time. But look at this from this short signal. This has gone down. Holy wow! This has gone down over $1,500 in the last half hour. Really? Let me check to make sure. Yeah. Holy crap! Wow. Yeah. So copper is just all of a sudden bleeding out, and we do expect a bounce. It's well below the R-size Bollingers on the hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute. So I definitely expect a bounce here at some point, but you got to wait for the bounce. Don't want to try and catch the falling knife. You want to make sure the knife lands first, then pick it up. But wow. So either of these short signals that popped up right, shortly after it came on the stream would have been absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful, I say, beautiful. So I see it's coming up, and maybe I should have taken that. Crossed that band, there was no issue. I'm sorry, SMA line with no issue. It seems to be wanting to head up now. We are seeing some more movement now, slightly more. I mean, these still aren't huge candles. Treasury bonds have come to life. Gold tried to break 2,000, but fell short. Now it's just kind of hanging. Go check, see whether we have any news today. Probably a good idea. I'm guessing not, but nope. Oh, and it's a holiday in the UK today, so that explains one of the reasons why we have lower volume. Tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern, we have U.S. housing starts and U.S. building permits. And on Wednesday, a bunch of Canadian inflation numbers. So yep, I missed an opportunity here. It looks like this is a rare move here. Usually you'll see an up down kind of move, but this just broke right through that SMA and broke on through to the other side. So this would have been the better, this long right here. Once it was through, as that's the one I should have taken. We would have gotten in here. Let's see where it goes. It has gone about 14 points off of that. Let's see if it goes 30. 30 is by 15 is what I normally would use at this time of day. But I want to say today's not a normal day. Like I said, UK's, and there's probably other countries too that consider today a holiday, which is decreasing the volume. Gold's trying again for 2,000. We're about an hour from the bell. Please be prepared for turbulence. Crude oil, 15-minute chart. Breaking a band. So, crude of on the higher time frames on this 15-minute chart, this has been a good play. 15. I mean, it's gone up 15 ticks. Same thing on the half-hour chart. But on the 15-minute chart, we're breaking a band, or just there. Why is that important? Oh, look back here. See how it just barely broke the band back here about 2 hours ago, and that showed that it was going to pull back. Pull back 36 ticks, and then some more here. So it could have been a 50 tick play. Actually, more than that, 47 down to 71, so about 70 ticks before it bounced. So that's why I watch for these little touches of the Bollinger on the RSI. It did kind of touch it here. It's pulled back a little bit, so. Natural gas made a new daily high as well. And it looks like NQ does want to continue to head up. Copper's finally leveled out after that huge move down. And UltraBond just went straight up. Oh, I also didn't get to chart out UltraBond. Hopefully I'll be able to continue getting some charting done throughout the week, but I also need to get work done throughout the week, and I need to, like, well, sleep at times. It kind of sucks. Yep, so look at that. We see NQ, big move up here, 15 points, and just reached the profit target off of that long signal. So, should have taken that. So, if we look at this now, these last two signals, well, this one here, 30 points. If I had taken that one there, I don't think that would have actually given me the 30. It would not have, which is interesting. Although I should have recognized, once it came down and seen this candle come back up to get out, it could still been a profitable trade. But getting in on this one here and using a proper stop loss that didn't get me stopped out too quickly. But boom, see this big, almost 20-point candle. Yeah, look at that running now. So thank you. This is a big bounce here. Next resistance is up here at 869.5. Still got about 13 points to go before there. Copper trying to bounce up. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Good morning, traders. So sometimes, things just go against the trading plan and they work. This would have been kind of against my trading plan, although it did get, it was already two candles above the SMA line. So usually you don't often see I mean, you can. I shouldn't say shouldn't. I don't know. It was against the trading plan, so I didn't take it. But it worked. Gold just hit, yep, burst through 2000, now up to 2001. Just kind of a space odyssey. Copper trying to pop here, double long signal, but still in a downtrending SMA line. See, it's so much easier now to say that's a downtrending SMA line, although it did just turn white. It's turning white and blue, so it's trying to head back up. Crude, short signal, kind of sideways, uptrending bottom band. So far, in one trade I've taken this morning, that ended up being a loser on the TCP. Alright, would have been a good long signal there on copper. Darn it. Beautiful 18 tick move there. Now that gold broke, it's just going high at 2002 now. So how high will gold go? Well, do I thank everyone for joining me this morning. Welcome back after a long weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, refreshed, ready to go. If you're here from YouTube, I'd love if you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Continue growing the channel. UltraBond popping back up. Nasdaq's leveling out. So if you look here on the higher time frame chart of NQ, this is a 15-minute chart. It's interesting the way it's been moving up. Came up, pulled back, came up, pulled back to the SMA, came up, pulled back, big move up, pulled back to the SMA, dipped below, and then went back up. Every one of these short signals on the 15-minute chart would have been bad. You can definitely get a bit better perspective sometimes looking at the higher time frames. Since this is since last night about midnight my time, the long signal there have been good. The short signal would not have been good for more than 5 points. But then you had this big move up here at 3 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. Eastern. This short signal would have ended up being good. Big move down. After a big candle like that, you kind of expect a move down. Then it just kind of grinded up. I had to deal with this pullback, but that would have been good. So I definitely need to chart out the longer time frames as well. See how it does. Trying to find the right mix. Experimenting with some stuff on that's automated as well. Sorry, got distracted for a minute. Bunch of signals. NQ pulling back to the SMA line. See if it bounces there. Being a little more cautious this morning because of the lower volume. ES also sending a short signal. Gold. Oof. So gold hit 2003 exactly and has now fallen 4 points since then. So 2003 was its kryptonite. Big move down. Again, broke through an uptrending SMA line, so didn't even think to take it, but that would have been beautiful to take. Bounce there though. Got down to 98.6. And a bounce. See if it gets back above that SMA line. See if it might go for another long if it does, or go for a long if it does. Kappa. I think there's a signal on. Oh, see, there's that bounce. I said we are going to get a bounce. And this is the perfect 15-minute chart. Really didn't show it, but let's check the 30-minute and see here the perfect bounce up. Wow, big, huge bounce up. Almost getting all that back. That's a $1,250 bounce. Silver stronger than gold? Yeah, it is. Well, let's look at them. Yep, silver's not really doing as much of a pullback as gold. And hello, Lafta. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Welcome to the channel. I don't think I remember seeing your name before. If I have and have forgotten, then I apologize for that too. Definitely, we got this long signal on the 1 hour chart, right on the first candle of the day on silver, and that would have been beautiful. They just hold, buy and hold, going up about $2,500, if my math is right. And it's early morning math, so it might not be right. Oh, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Q sending us a long signal. It's an interesting spot. It rode that SMA line. Previous high was 860. We're sitting at 851. Just kind of just in and out there. Trying to find my regular chart. 9-point candle. Okay, I have a chart ready on NQ. If it goes back green on this candle, we're going to get in. On the brand new version Apex account. We're filled. Ten-year treasuries. Can we get back up to 60 here? 860. Oh, pull back. Maybe not. One of the strats just took a long. App coming down for me. Coming down from a stop. Stops at 45. At 50. ES also sending a. Actually, I don't know what the ES is sending. See if it bounces on its SMA line here. SMA line's at 846. Don't like the looks of this, honestly. Yep. This is looking bad. Honestly, really thought that was going to continue up there, and it did not. This is a failure. Hasn't stopped me out yet, but it's going to. Oh, maybe not. Wow, did it just get within a tick of my stop? 2 ticks of my stop. Still hanging there, though. ES is actually sending a short signal here. So this was a fake out. Stopped out. First loss on Apex. So now 0 for 2 in the morning. See if it bounces again. Now I did use a 10-point stop there, and actually I moved it up a little bit. So we'll see if this bounces again, and then I just was too conservative. We do see the bands are tightening. This is a good spot for a bounce because it's coming into these uptrending bands. So we might see another bounce here, or we might see a consolidation toward the open. Look at that beautiful, beautiful move back up on copper. Short signal though, firing on NQ. I'm not taking it here. I'm more expecting a bounce. Didn't hear mine say it did. Let me pop over there, back to a regular window. Let me see what's going on here. Really, Matt? Hikinashi or regular? Both of mine are still active. And look at that. Look at this move up. So too tight of a stop might have killed me here. So I might be misreading the market today. We'll see where this goes. You know, I this time of day I shoot for 30 points with a 15-point stop. But I was very tight here because we've been seeing smaller moves. So far with a 15-point stop, we've still been in this trade. Actually, a 10-point stop, depending on where I got in, I might still be in this trade. So I did move the stop up, and it might have just been enough to stop me out. I got to stick to the plan. I mean, you do got to adjust to what the market's giving you, but we started seeing better moves here, and I was still assuming slowness. So I went too conservative, because right now I'll be back in the profit. So both trades that I've lost on were winners that I turned into losers. I mean, this one's still trying to decide. I mean, this one still could end up being what would have been a loser. As you can see, it's kind of still kind of indecisive. So Matt, did your strategy stop out for a full loss, or how much did it stop out for? Because mine are still going. Yep, does look like now you can see here. Oops. So I unblew up the chart. Let's move this out of the way here because it's easier to see. Our SMA line, we're now getting a short signal, and our SMA line is now downtrending. So this would have ended up probably being a bad signal. Not sure yet. We see that the bands are kind of sideways. They haven't really bent yet. Oh, you're using a 40, aren't you? For the stop. Gold. Let's go see what gold's doing while NQ tries this aside. Gold came down, came all the way down to 97, then it's popped back up. I'm still using a 90. That's why mine's not stopped out yet. So apologize if you have no idea what me and Matt are talking about. We're testing some automated strategies on NinjaTrader. So see how that goes. So this short signal here, I don't know about it. Getting a short signal on NQ. It's the low here was 42. We're at 45 now. It's looking like it might be more likely to go sideways than down, but I can't tell. I cannot tell one bit. Not one bit. Gold is sending a long signal there, again against my plan. But so far, this last signal would have been bad against gold. I mean, could have been good and against my plan. I don't know about that one. We're watching NQ here. Jumping in on the short here on the TCP. On MNQ this time, being more conservative. I gotta stop doing that. And so we'll see what we do. Yeah, has been a oops. I made my chart disappear. It's gonna turn around, Matt. Since I find my chart here, this would be even better. Always on top. There we go. Let's see how they go. So this will probably win on the TCP because I went with an MNQ instead of an NQ. This is the top of the hour. See, I usually stay flat toward the end of the. Sorry, not toward the end. Toward the because we head toward the open. But hey, I made my chart disappear again. But let's look at a copper here. Look at this. $1,500 candle down, and it came all the way back up and went above it. Well, that's an amazing move, bounce, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so once again, gotta find my chart. Me and Quant Tower are gonna fight. Okay. Well, I forgot to set a stop loss, but we're down almost 15 points. So I need the flatten button. Oh, set the stop at 8:55, which is where I would have put it. It is not going like I thought. Long signal there. So I was right that this was going to consolidate here or go sideways, and I took the short, thinking I might have been wrong, but obviously I was wrong. So we're stopped out and going backwards on the TCP. Long signal firing there. Recent high 58, it's at 56, and 60 is the other resistance point. Okay, we're in long. We're going to try this again. See, they're going to, oh, I need a stop loss again. One of these are going to end up working, right? That's what I got to convince myself. Gotten up to 865, but can't seem to get above there. Still trying. Then push down again. Pull back there on copper. Pulling down. Now back in the negative. See which way it goes. Curious to see where this one goes, obviously, but this will be my last trade on it today, or at least before the open, I should say. I want to keep taking losses on the TCP. This is not a normal trading day, obviously. But it's possible. Just heads up, maybe, possibly. Back in the profit. Ah, hate it when I do that. I really wish I could turn that feature off. In TradingView, if you have two or more alerts that fire and you accidentally click on one, it takes you to that chart. So I end up gold sending a short signal. Consolidating here, right around my entry point. I'm up $6. $2. Now a dollar. You know what? Better to be up a dollar than down a dollar, I guess. SMA line is at 851. My stop's all the way down at 843. I'm thinking about moving my stop up, but I'll just leave it where it's at for now. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. Pulling back again. Torture me. Big candle down there. I mean, big, relatively big. 4 points, 5 points. Down to the SMA line. Signal being hidden in the back there. Gold, I mean. Gold's kind of topsy-turvy right now as well. About 10 minutes from the, I'm sorry, 20 minutes from the bell. Just kind of sitting here. We're sitting here. Sitting on the dock of the bay. The weird looking gold chart down there. See that a little better on the chart there on Quant Tower. Just a consolidation right at my entry point, basically. Stop is actually all the way below the. It's right around, well, about 5 points above the bottom, the first Bollinger Band. Bollingers are just ever so slightly expanding at the top. Good morning, Stephen Lee. How are you today? How was your weekend? Morning, Ace. Good morning, John. Wow, everyone popped in at once. Hope everyone had a great weekend. This morning has not been great so far. Taken 3 losses so far. 1 in the Apex account, 2 in the TCP. Working on a 3rd on the TCP, but hopefully it goes the other way. Nice little bounce off the SMA line. Really? I did a lot of charting. I broke my keto diet and had some chocolate. I did more charting. watch some bad baseball. Gave myself a haircut and screwed it up. So these gold really does want to come down now, it looks like. These last two short signals have been good. You went for coffee first, Ace? About 16 minutes from the bell in this trade here on the TCP, hoping beyond hope that maybe it just wants to head up, but it's a slow grind down. But it's right around my entry. Was the Easter Bunny good to everybody? Good, John. Glad to hear it. Yeah, it has been. I mean, it's picked up here a little bit, but yeah, UK is a holiday today, so a lot of people are probably still, even in America, are still kind of maybe traveling and whatnot. Looking for a nice burst here, maybe, hopefully, maybe at the open. There we go. That's a nice, decent move up, maybe. Maybe we'll get this burst up here. Waiting, just watching. You did take the long, Ace? Pull this back. Pull this back here. It's pulling back. Sorry. To my entry point. Yeah, looks like it might have been a good decision there, Ace. Pull back. Now back below my entry, still above the SMA line. And still above the SMA. Literally sitting right on my entry. How slow can we go? Now the question is, do I want to hold into the open if we get to that point? Let's go take a look at the Bollingers look like. The 5-minute chart, the Bollingers are at 881 and down to, can't see, I'm blocking it, 800. 15-minute chart. Yeah, I kind of like holding it long. All the higher time frames more point to long than short. We even have a long signal that that fired on the hourly chart. Excuse me, burps all of a sudden. There, we got a long signal on the 15-minute chart as well. So we're gonna stick in through the open if we last that long, and hope for a burst up. We'll see if it lasts that long, though. You can see this is the trade I got into and I stopped out because I had too tight of a stop. If I was still in that trade, we'll be up 8 points. If I use my 15-point stop instead of my the 9-point stop that I used that I shouldn't have used because it was too conservative. So right now it's still be in profit. Instead we got in on this trade on the second long signal, and there we're just sitting, literally sitting right on my entry point. Copper's been the winner of the day. Let's move this chart here and see what copper's done here. This is a $1,500 move down and a $1,750 move up, off of two signals, one long, one short, one long. That has been beautiful. Copper's trying to continue up. Not going to obviously not take it here. This might be overextended at this point. Slightly down on this move, on this trade here. Hoping for something. Hoping, wishing, praying. Yep, just gonna kind of hold here with the one I'm in. It's not gonna hurt. Well, I could get out now and not take more than $10, but of a loss. It did dip below the SMA line there, but we have these bands pinching one another, and it's literally right at my entry point. Crude. What's Crude doing? Oh, yeah, look at Crude also. Beautiful. I've been beautiful to take on Crude. It's going up over 100 ticks. Wow. It looks like ES was a better signal there than NQ again. I need to chart out ES. I mean, NQ's, I guess not too much different. Still just waiting here as it hangs around my entry point. It's just literally going nowhere. And not even going nowhere fast. It's kind of bouncing those, like, it's kind of worrisome the way it's trying to maybe bend those bands down. Hopefully this could be a pullback, bounce off the bands and head up. Bollinger's now sitting at 53. Even the bottom Bollinger's at 51. There we go. It's a nice little bounce back up. Dollar in profit. That said, this does not look all that positive right now. Now the question is, do I move my stop? Do I move my stop up? I don't know. These are the conundrums. We are 5.5 minutes to the bell. Yeah, it's a slow day. That's why I was trying to be more conservative, but that conservativeness might have hurt me. Tomorrow's probably going to be like a normal day, I assume. Although someone told me last night on the Discord, oops, there's a short signal. That last week, the 2 weeks after Easter, is their worst weeks ever. Big move down here all of a sudden on NQ. Yeah, it's going to stop me. Ouch. So TCP is now hurting pretty bad today. Down 190. So I waited all that time for nothing. 0 for 4 today. Yep. Matt, buddy, don't get frustrated. I can see the frustration in your words. It's not a normal trading day. And there's a possibility that maybe we should not be trading today. So obviously I'll stay out to the open now. Because that's like 3 minutes away. We'll go over here to our ES and NQ charts. We'll move the 5-minute and 1-minute charts. And we'll watch the open. Okay, Matt, you got to trade small. You can do this. I wouldn't trade, honestly, Matt, I wouldn't trade on anymore today. Because today is not a normal day. and Q. So it did pop back up. Honestly, I should have got out when it broke that SMA line. That was a warning sign. What I was hoping for was that it was a dip and then it was gonna head back up. But eh. Today is just not a good day. Minute to the bell. See, Bitcoin dropped all the way down to 38 earlier. Back up to 39. So let's watch the open. Okay, there's the bell, obviously. Pop back up. A couple points. 18 points. So, that's frustrating. So, with a wider stop there, I would not have gotten stopped out and could have just boomed up. Beautiful move up. I said I thought it was going to go up, and this is 50 points up. We have 8 points up on ES. So the quick stop run before the big boom. Pull back a little bit, 30 points now on this candle. $40 points. So kind of stagnating here at 40 points. Up, no longer stagnating. And it's about to blow through the high of the day. Maybe not. Yep. High of the day was the very first candle. $13,903, I believe we're there. Yep, we've already gotten the new high of the day. ES also at its high of the day. So this ended up being about at least 65 points, 68 points it looks like. Been a beautiful move to catch. So if we look at my chart here, real quick. Oh my god. So this is frustrating. Off of this long signal here that I got stopped out on, if I had just gotten in that trade and stayed in, I would have caught this move. Look at that. They would never hit that 15-point stop. Ah, yes. So, 68 points up. ES is blocking. 17.5 points up. Wow. So this straight up on this 5-minute candle closes in about 45 seconds. 80 points now. A little bit of a pullback. Pulled back about 20. A new candle, pulling back a little bit. Let's see what everything else is doing. Gold continued to come down. So you can see here, of the last four or so signals, this gold signal would have been excellent. Now, this short signal here would have been against my trading plan, but perfect and perfect. So gold's been sending good signals. Even this one here, I think, 99.2. It wouldn't have gave a full 2 points, but would have been close. Crude did go back up, so that would have also been a good signal. Not crude, copper, sorry. Crude coming down a little bit. Just beautiful moves everywhere. Yeah, except for the UltraBond. UltraBond is like confused. So we see that we did a pullback here on NQ. But it's trying to push back up. Everybody got quiet. Anybody in anything? Anybody take any of that move? The other thing, I'm kind of frustrated with myself. I don't usually take moves off the open, obviously, but You know, it did send that long signal there, and it would, well. Hi, Jimmy. And Stephen Lee, short longs. Um, don't confuse the ox. Breathe, Matt. Come on, buddy. I figured you meant that. It was you meant quick longs, but pulling back here. Short signal there on NQ after that 30-point pullback. It's above the SMA line. See if it bounces here. Sorry, Ace. It's a very tough day to trade, honestly. I need to hire a secretary to remind me not to trade next then Monday after Easter next year. Yep. See again, this was against my trading plan, but again, this would have worked very nicely. 84 down to 58, almost 30 points. Frustrating, frustrating. Matt. So sorry, buddy. Bounce here. Maybe it wouldn't have worked. 84 down to 58 would not have given me the 30. It would have given me 20. Try to pop back up here. Just trying to push up. I need to mark all my NQ charts here to remember which one's which. Gonna get a long signal firing at about now. At about a couple points away yet. Yep, there's the long signal. Give me 15 seconds to decide whether I want to get in here. Gold sending a short signal. Big short down. In on Apex account. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. I hope. There we go. Nope, pulling back to my oh man. Wow. $200 in the profit and I let it stop me out. So I bet you I don't have that Apex account long. Should have taken it. I forget, it says a intraday trailing drawdown, so not only did that stop me out, but it went $200 in the profit first. Not a good day to trade, guys. Not a good day to trade. So these last two signals would have went 10 points at least. And that may be what I should be shooting for. 10 by 10. Gold's been sending good signals though, so I should have been taking that. I just blew up NASDAQ instead of gold. So, up, down, up, down. This is looking, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I have these uptrending bands, so I don't want to take this short here. Wait for this to start playing out, maybe find a direction. Eh. Strategy just took a short. Popped right back up. Strategy stopped. Strategy stopped out. Red everywhere today so far. Matt, no. You don't have to cancel anything. As long as you canceled your original subscription when you got the TCP, you don't have to cancel anything. So this is looking like a short. Honestly, it's pulling down now. Kind of gun shy at the moment. Entry before was 881. No, that can't be right. 866. And we're there now. We're going to try this again. Maybe not. Big bounce there, so maybe not. Wow, huge bounce. So glad I didn't jump in there. Oh, okay, so it bounced there, so good I didn't take that short. Okay, I just uh, took a trade on the wrong parameters, but I think I won. No, I lost $5. Are you kidding me? Even when I do stupid stuff. Okay, we're gonna try this once more. There we go. Okay, I got out there. Probably out too soon. Yep, out too soon. But constantly trailing drawdown on the Apex account means I'm going to jump out sooner. And that got me back. That got me $250 win. Back to only $15 down on the Apex account. Yep, I just nailed the $250 winner on the Apex account. Was trying to get funded there as well. So it's a new account. Got out too soon, but gonna have to jump out early so I don't nail that constantly trailing drawdown. Guess this quick. Looks like I got out at the right time because it's pulled back. Now, if I only could do that when it was real money. TCP is down today. And here it's coming back down. Up, yeah. See, I got out way too early, but that's fine. Yeah. That's why I jumped out early on that trade, even though it would have went further down. So I got in on that trade. Let's see. I was in at 65. No, I'm sorry. Wrong trade. Hold on. I got in at 50 and it went all the way down to 27. So would have been a 30-point trade. It would have been a $600 trade. Yes, Steven, the only ones I know that have ended day is Earn a Trade, Ball and Ox. You can choose between end of day trailing or different something else, and you profit. And I'm not sure if Top Step is end of day or not. Yeah. I don't understand the purpose of that because that does not mimic real trading at all. So crude made a new high of the day. Oh, I'm sorry, natural gas made a new high of the day. Crude's right at its high of the day. UltraBond made a new high of the day. So everything's been kind of getting some extra oomph to it. Copper made a new high after that huge move down where it made a new low of the day. It like totally rebounded to a new high of the day. So will this give us any other opportunities? and queue up to the SMA line. Reminder, if you're here from YouTube, I would really appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. And whoever's new subscriber is, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, it's Lafta. Thank you, Lafta, if you're still here. I appreciate that. SMA line touch on NASDAQ, and it came back down by 15. Or actually, it came back down by a bunch and popped. You know, once again, let's look at the ES here. ES, beautiful long signal there. A little bit of an iffy short signal right at the open. But that beautiful long signal right there compared to NQ, which is that. Actually, ES has been going up while NQ is coming down. I should have just... no, wait, this is Crude. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Let's try that again. ES, still nice long signal, and this looks like slightly better short signal there. This short signal right here came down a nice 10 points. Yep. Long signal there on NASDAQ. Strategies took a long minute. I kind of missed it. It just happened all of a sudden. Oh, wow, look at that. It's already at 15 points off that signal. Let's see if it can break the recent high, 920, and then 932. Touch 918. That sucks that I did not react to that fast enough. That was a 50-point candle, all out of the blue. Let me check, Matt. I just hear it in my ear. It's an NQ, that's why. Yeah, same for me, Matt. What was the news? Yeah, looking. World Bank cuts. No, that was a half an hour ago. I'm not even seeing anything on Financial Juice. Let me refresh, make sure. Oh. Uh, US NAHB Housing Market Index. The actual is as the forecast. So, no, yeah, nothing major there. Although Biden's supposed to be speaking in 6 minutes. That low impact news was a bit of a high impact. 50 points up and continuing up. Struggling to get past that previous resistance at 20. Well, It's hanging right there. I have like 3 different NQ charts and I keep picking the wrong one. Pulling back a little bit here might consolidate. Can't. It hit a high of 924, which is what we saw 920 back here, and then we saw 929s and 932s over here. See the pullback here. Is it going to come all the way back, or is this just a small pullback? Will continue its upward momentum off that little bit of low impact news. Ooh, nice move up here. Target filled in my Heikenhashi strat, Matt. Yep. So this has been a beautiful. This one just caught me unaware. I think it sent that signal really quick on that burst, and obviously it would have went 30 points easy. That's the problem looking at multiple charts and so on and so forth, is sometimes you miss something. Although, honestly, when candles burst out of nowhere like that, they make me suspicious anyway. Excellent, Matt. So, watching and waiting. See if we get any other opportunities. Gold's gotten a little bit iffy. Pulling back, so off of that signal there, went from 898 up where I would have entered all the way up to 38. So it's been a 40-point move, and now it's pulling back. Big 24-point candle down. Down to the SMA line. Let's see if it bounces. It's going to send me a short signal here above the SMA line. I don't know if I want to take that. But like I said, oftentimes after a big burst up from news, you'll see a pullback. So we'll see what it does. So a little past 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. 9 o'clock my time. We'll probably trade for another 45 minutes or so. Did bounce here off the SMA line, back up by 20 points. Beautiful little bounce there. Bouncing baby NQ. I have no idea. Yep, NQ's popped back up. It finally broke those resistance points up to 944 now. So it did just pull back, bounced off the SMA, and head back up. Yep, just got a signal on. Just got an order submitted on our strategies. Again, me and Matt are testing out some automated strategies. So you'll occasionally hear us talking about it because it's easier than just typing back and forth at the same time. Copper, big move up. Wow, so look at what copper's done here. This is the daily chart or the 30-minute chart on copper. It did nothing like most of its time. Dropped down here. This candle is over $1,500, and since then it's come back up. Hold on a minute. Almost $3,000. Look at that. That is beautiful. Let me go look at who did what, where, when, why. Yep, Matt, you're correct. Interesting. And I see why, Matt. On the Heikin-Ashi, it never sent an opposite signal. It reached a profit target from that previous one, but that dip did not cause it to send an opposite signal to fire another long there. So NQ decided up is its direction of the day. That is the one bummer of that system, is that, if something trends for a long time in one direction, if it never pulls back enough, with the super trend, if it never pulls back enough to send another signal, you can, yeah, lose big parts of the move. But I'm willing to deal with that. And Q continues to just kind of consolidate right below. Oh, there we go. Another little burst up. Pull back. So, we saw how beautifully this bounced off this SMA line here. Right there. But you never know. Was it, like, it could have done this instead, where it breaks through. And that's the, some people can play bounces. Now, one strategy might have been to get in here on this candle after it bounced and after you had one green candle. That obviously would have worked. Just like here, once it burst through there and you had, two green candles after, that one would have worked as well. Market could give you stuff if you're looking for it. If you're looking for it. But for now, it's kind of consolidating right around 950. Everyone's a little bit quiet. And let's see, how's agriculture doing? I haven't checked on ag today. It's been moving up, moving on up. Hello, Imad. I'm glad you fought back. This has definitely been a day that, well, the last few days, I've seen a lot of people talk about blown accounts, not just on futures, but even stocks. It's just been hard to trade the last week or so, I guess. I saw one stock trader say they lost 80,000 last week. Of course, Madez was blowing up his, well, I shouldn't say blowing up his account, but he was down several hundred thousand over the last week. That's why I've been a little bit too conservative today. I've lost only won one out of, I think, 5 trades now. I'm down about 100, 209. I'm sorry, 190 on the TCP. I'm down $15 on the Apex account. I have not taken a trade on the Gauntlet account. S&P did not have as well. What time did that news hit? 9:01. Okay, there's that move there. Yeah, S&P did not have as dramatic moves as dramatic moves there. Yeah, easy for me to say. Definitely consolidating here. Looking for a move up. Recent high was 61. It's trying there, which is the high of the day, I believe. It is. It is. Are we going to continue to head up? There's a burst up. Getting into the bands, though. Sometimes I like to play those bursts up, but not today. Not today. Not today. Still trying. You see? So it bounced on the band. I mean, the SMA line here came up, pulled back. Once again, bounced on that SMA. And again, bounced up. Now it's trying to get up higher and higher. It's trying to get back to 14,000. Not sure it will. Gold hit 2,000 earlier today and rejected from there. Back down to 1995, which is a very good year, I think. Oh yeah, that's right, it is. Well, that means everyone should be should be in trying to make money to pay it. I need 30 points. Oh, Matt, target just hit on the strategy. So you see off this long signal now, it's gone up almost 90 points. So now 90 points. There it goes. Big burst up. I should have played that burst. Hit a high of 94. Will it hit 14,000? $98. Your strats to oh, that's right. Your okay. So mine did not. Mine went. I'm using the 90 instead of the 40. It did just break 14,000, so we got there. It's going up over 100 points. Um, Good question, Matt. There's a reason I decided to stick with the 90, and I think, yeah, I would have to rerun it again because I've had so many numbers jumble through my mind. After the stream, I'll run through the results from the morning because I ran it overnight too, and overnight it did terrible. So, but this morning it's done wonderful. So I'll see what the results were for the morning and then figure and look at it. I use a 20 SMA I'm at. So about half an hour left on this stream. Gold sending a short signal there. I really kind of like that, but I kind of, yeah, I don't know. Low of 95 exactly there. It's right above it. Can't even find my gold chart in all this mess. There we go. And it popped back up green. ES sending a short signal. Oh, I'm assuming it's a short signal. Yeah, it is. We're filled on gold. I don't like the way those bands are right there. We're gonna go for just a quick scalp here on gold. This is the Apex account. There we go. I'm gonna be way too conservative on this Apex account. I can see it already, but that was a quick $30, I think. Let me look. Yep, $30. We're now $15 in the yeah, but look, yep, I was way too conservative. Well, that kind of sucks. That would have been a nice $100 win instead of a $30 win. But hey, it's a win. I'll take it. Aztec did send us a short signal there again above an uptrending SMA line. Not going to take that there. Crude, sending a long signal there. So I didn't. Let's finish. We were charting out crude earlier. I think I'm going to get frustrated, but we're going to finish charting it out. This short signal here, it didn't go 30. Yeah, it did go 30. With a 20 stop. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, folks. Watch this. Yes, I said that 4 times in a row. Obviously 30 there. This is the one that would have got me. 63, and this one would have worked from here, but I would never have taken that, and then here would have been too late. That one would have got me. Then I would have taken that long signal there. Easy 30 ticks at least, with a 20 tick stop. And then here, again, I'm not sure, I might have taken that there, and that might have actually bit me. That one looked kind of good there, and it would have bit, well, maybe it wouldn't have bit me. Oh yeah, well, no, wait. Right there. 74 up to 91. So depending on slippage, it should not have bit me. And that would have given me 30. So, and then, okay, this one probably would have bit me. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. So, loss, win, win, loss. So 2 and 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. So since 7 a.m. this morning, 6 and 2. Gold. Okay, why are we yelling about gold? Wouldn't have taken that one. This one would have been an excellent gold trade as well. It's been more choppier this morning, but that one would have worked. This one I wouldn't have taken. That one I wouldn't have taken. That one I wouldn't have taken. see all these good signals, and I just got to start taking more. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice move. That's a big move down there on gold. You can see it's going down almost 5 points in the last 10 minutes. So it hit 2000 earlier, hit 2003, and has fallen 10 points, over 10 points since it did. It's fallen 13 points. NQ slowly grinding down. The SMA line's almost flat. So it might have found the top. It's come down about... So wow, it's already come down 40 points since the top. Gold's bleeding out now. Okay. NQ sending me another signal. Yep, short signal, another short signal, and this is, this is where I can get in trouble. Obviously it sent me this short signal here, which was above the SMA line. It's only, really? It's only gone about 3 points as of now. It did go down as low as 56, so it's about 14 points. If it sends another short signal here, though, it's going to want to tempt me. But I'm not going to fall for it. I should have stayed in that. Yeah, gold is just dropping like a rock. Technically, gold is a rock, isn't it? I should have stayed in that gold trade earlier that I took and got out. This is a big candle here. We've gone down since the highs over here. Like I said, I hit 2003. It's now down to 1990. Another very good year. So that's a $1,300 drop in one contract. Wondering if anyone will catch on to that. Come for the trading and stay for the humor. So obviously this is a excellent move down. I always hate getting into moves down like this because it seems like whenever I do that happens, it reverses. But obviously I should have had the guts on this short signal to go for it, and I would be up well over $600. Well, let's look at resistance or support. Not even at the low of the day yet. It's giving back this whole move though. Next support is at 87.6. 87.1's in the 87 areas. And then 86. Excellent job, That's great. See, I gotta get better at taking quick moves like that and continuing. If I was hitting that support at 87 that I just mentioned about, and it's still going, I wonder what's causing this. Let's see. Not seeing anything on the news. No, not seeing any news. I mean, Biden started talking half an hour ago, but that's just beautiful. I dream of catching moves like this one day. But we had this major consolidation basically. It was ranging here. If I had tried to jump on any of these other signals, I would have gotten stopped out. But I did have a feeling there because I did enter that and got out way too soon. Got $30 out of a $700 move. And this is why I'm not a professional trader yet. So I'll have to find one more trade to take on the TCP today to try and get back to even, but I don't think that's going to happen. Nope, no we cannot. And Q is tight again. And not as tight as it looks, actually. Bands are 40 points apart. Just looks tight. Good job, Steven. Glad to hear it. And copper pulled back a bit, just trying to get maybe back above that SMA line. So we're approaching 10:45, about 15 minutes to go. And everything seems to be losing some volume now. Gold, yep. We'll see a little bit of a pop back up there on gold. So hit that same support area from earlier. Excellent job, Imad. Oil has bit me a lot. And right now it seems a little bit sideways, up and down. Today it's sent a bunch of good signals though. Yes. Yes, it is. Especially recently with all the volatility around the war. There was one day, this frustrated me so bad. It was just dropping. I mean, it was like one of those times where it drops 100 ticks in a minute. And I tried to get in on it, and it was bouncing so much even during that drop that I literally got stopped out the second I entered, the same second on the time. I looked at the time. I got stopped out for 20 ticks in 1 second, less than 1 second. I'm 50K, Stephen Lee. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's quite insane. It has calmed down some now, though. I charted out Crude from all week last week, and it would have been a very good win rate. Also charted out all gold last week as well. Should also been a good win rate. Nice, Ahmed. Yeah, big move down there. 2 point candle. See if it breaks that support. Meanwhile, NQ has just gotten minuscule here. Very small candles. Gold's still having trouble breaking that support, though. Crude, that was a 20 tick candle down. So I was a bit more conservative today because of the market conditions. It might have hurt me some. Hopefully we'll get back to normal tonight and tomorrow. Remember tonight I am on Share Vision. when I trade the Asia session from 7:45 Eastern till about 10:30 Eastern, maybe a little later, depending how things are. And back here tomorrow on YouTube and Twitch, 7:30 in the morning, bright and early. NQ looking like it might want to head down here. Short signal firing. Low this previous candle here was 56.5. We're at 60.5. Find a MNQ chart. Why isn't it loading? That's weird. Huh. Quant Tower giving me issues. It may have just made me miss this trade. No, not calendar spreads, you idiot. Yeah. There we go. Now we got an NQ chart on MNQ. To see here. It's tight. This could be bouncing here as well. Okay, we're in on 2 MNQs. I'm going to set my stop up at 64. I'll move it down to 60. I like 60 better. Not on top. Oops. We're trying to get back a little bit of the losses from the TCP today. Look at some. It'd be nice if we could get all the way back down to there, but I don't think that's going to happen. Next major support area will be 31. I would take that. We're about 10 points in the profit here. Struggling here in the 44 area. Oh, see if it pops back up. Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Moving my stop down to above this candle here, just above break even. There we go. 31 I said was the next support area. See if it breaks that support. That's pulling back. So it bounced off that support again, coming back up. Our last trade of the day, regardless of the outcome. We're up 6 points. It's going to come up and hit me. Yep, stop me out. So, got $7 back on that. That was disastrous. Not disastrous, but and I shouldn't have moved my stop. Once again, moving my stop caused me trouble. Watch it come back down real quick. Look at that. Okay, guys, whenever I move my stop for, oh my god. Whenever I move my stop for now on, yell at me. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. I will be 25 points in the profit now, so I'll be up $100 on this trade. And yeah. I'm at I'm on ShareVision tonight, and then I'm on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow morning. Every morning, YouTube and Twitch at 7:30 in the morning Eastern Time, and every evening on ShareVision at 7:45 Eastern Time. So, remind me, guys, not to move my stops anymore before it gets to a significant level of price. I'm going to call it here. Hope everyone has a great day, and I hope you all will join me either tonight on ShareVision or tomorrow on YouTube and Twitch. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will share. There is a link for ShareVision down in the video description below. They're trying to become the YouTube of finance and trading, and they actually pay me to stream, so that's why I make time for them. So I'll see you all later and have a great day. Thanks, everyone. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'll love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on ShareVision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r/oxmarkettrading. Have a great day.